Good day, Craig Meister here once again with tips on running a Renaissance fair. This day I'm focusing on the things to do on the few days leading up to the event itself, as well as what happens during the fair that is going on. First thing I would like to discuss is putting up signs along the side of the road to direct people to your event. You should have them right outside your event and maybe a mile or two on either side of the road leading up to it. So people can know to start slowing down and looking. Because I am sure we've all experienced that Garmin's and Google Maps and other wonderful mythical devices sometimes do not have the best directions to our events. So you want to have signs, large signs with big, thick letters that people can read easily while they're driving in the area of your event. You do not wish to have small letters saying, Renaissance Fair, come this way. Nay, you want letters that are large. You want to say, Renaissance Fair, nearby, come this way. Ensure that people can read those. Because sometimes they're traveling 30 to 70 miles an hour down the street. They may pass a sign and wonder, was that the sign for the Renaissance Fair? Was that a garage sale or yard sale sign? I am unsure. And they may go past your event. So have large signs there. And also have signs if you have camping areas. Similarly sized with the font and sign. And at a distance far away so people can find it. Know that they are in the area. Ample parking is important as well. If you may have the best venue in the county, but if you do not have an area that can park hundreds or thousands of cars, you may miss out on many patrons. Also ensure that you have enough cash registers, cash drawers, people with apps like Venmo and Cubes and Cash App available at the gates so that there are not long, slow lines backed up of people trying to get into your event. If a person has to wait 30 minutes or an hour to get into the gate, they may not leave that day for they're so excited to visit, but they may not come back in following days or years to visit your event again. They could be inside enjoying themselves instead of standing around la-di-da, la-di-daing and finding out. One way to solve that, besides all the numerous people, have a separate line for prepaid sales online so they can just pick up the ticket and walk in. You don't have to wait for the cloud to bounce or transmissions to bounce off the towers, make change. It is a good way to do things as well. Once inside the gate, it is a good thing to experience plenty of trash cans and privies. It's a great thing when the trash cans are not overflowing and the privies are clean. Having hand sanitizer or hand washing stations are very important as well. Not only near the privies, but also near a food court. Keep people healthy and clean. During your event, please have plenty of children's activities. If children are getting bored with the event, getting loud, rowdy, trying to run off, the parents may have to scoop them up or lead them out by hand to go find something fun for them to do. The more children's activities you have, the longer the parents and families will get to stay at your fair, have a good time, and spend more money. It is a good idea to have someone from the board go through the event routinely and visit the vendors themselves and the performers, ensure everything is going all right, they're having a good time, if they have any issues to be addressed. Also, especially, they should visit the people farthest from the gate, because they do not feel like orphans way out there, or outposts, or people in far outposts that are not frequently seen. When people are coming in the gate, let them know who some of the people are farthest from the gate, And also, when roaming around, send the patrons to the people in the far reaches of your event if it is large. We'll spread out. I've seen many good events bringing water around to the different vendors. It's a good sign. It lets you know that they care about them. Lets them know you care about them. Do you have a green room, a green tent for the performers? Sometimes they need to retreat and get away from the crowds for a bit, rehearse parts of their act, find out what parts are working well, talk to their peers, and just rest a bit before they go back out for the entertaining of the crowds. It is good to have complimentary snacks, water, juices, maybe some electrolyte flavored drinks, especially on a warmer event, help keep them energized and invigorated. A chair massage also would be fantastic in the green room. That may draw some performers back to your event year after year. They know they can go get all the stress and knots worked out of their backs. Imagine it'd be very good for jugglers and other people doing a lot. I guess guitar players and drummers. Have you asked your vendors to dress in period garb? That helps add authenticity and fair flair to your event. At lots of the events I went to 20 years ago, many vendors and cast also spoke with a period accent. This does wonders to immerse the patrons into a fun experience. There are plenty of accents to choose from: English, Spanish, French, pirate, gypsy, and others as well. And Dwarvish. Dwarvish! It is fun and helps flesh out characters and gives a better time for those participating, both doing that and experiencing that as a patron. So during your fair and in the year before, treat people right. Not just patrons, but also vendors, performers, and others on the governing boards. Just like it is with a business, it is easier and cheaper to continue dealing with people you already have a relationship with than to have to go find new people. And the same with customers. If you run customers off, it may be hard to get them back. However, if most everyone agrees that someone is a bad apple, it is probably best to cut ties with them before things get really bad. So for fair owners and boards, pay off any debts you may owe to performers, groups, landowners, or towns for use of a park or whatever, and pay it off with interest, going back to the time that you owed the bill. If you need a method to pay off debt, to raise the money to pay off debt, go to DaveRamsey.com. Dave has helped millions, literally millions of people work their way out of debt, pay off homes, and build up retirement and funds. You can go find him at www.daveramsey.com. I can also provide other funds for other parts of your fair, as I discussed in an earlier video. If you or your fair have a bad reputation for not paying performers, or do not want to get one, paying off the debts with interest is the only way to get a good reputation back. Moving to another town, county, or state shan't keep people from finding out if a fair or fair owner owes money to someone. That is because performers, vendors, and patrons talk to one another as they go from state to state and see each other. All facets of fairs can be discussed between these people once they find they have something in common with them. And lots of people like to add what they have experienced to different events. However, if inconveniences are small and infrequent, no one may even remember their complaints. I hope some of these hints help wipe out any inconveniences that fair visitors and participants may experience. I hope these tips help you. I hope that all fairs in this country can succeed and flourish, and bring in new ones. I see new ones all the time when I update my website. I love seeing that. And I hope these can help you with yours. If you have any questions, you can send me an email to craig@meistersrealm.com. I am Craig Meister at the www.renaissancefestival.com forums. And you may also send me a message to Craig Meister on the Book of Faces. If you like this video, press like, or you can subscribe to my channel as well on YouTube. It is Craig Meister. I have several videos on there with other fun things and informative things about Renaissance fairs and related matters. I would like to thank my sponsors, J&L Trading, Twisted Thistle, let me get this right, Twisted Thistle Trading Company, Rotten Dave's Wooden Mugs, How Creative Creations, and the Bluffwoods Renaissance Festival. Gramercy to them, gramercy to you for tuning in, and Godspeed to your next event. Huzzah!